Welcome everyone for the second video in our Dungeon Defenders 2 map tour. Today we are having a look at the second map of the game, being Dragonfall Bazaar. Once again, we will first cover the defense version of the map and then the Incursion version. Dragonfall Bazaar is a simple map with 3 lanes of enemies and 1 crystal to defend. The 3 lanes come from the north and merge at the crystal located at the south of the map. On top of that, 2 lanes of flying enemies are located towards the middle lane and the right lane respectively. Both follow roughly the path of the ground lane, so it is not necessary to build specific defenses for the flying enemies. Just be aware that you will still need anti-flying enemies defenses. First, the right lane is rather easy to defend. It features a long wide straight line with a small short turn leading to another straight line, this time shorter and thinner. During this last straight line, the lane merges with the middle one, creating a choke point just before the crystal. This lane gives you a lot of different options to defend it. The small stalls on the sides of the first part of the lane allows you to put defenses to attack the enemies. The first straight line is well suited for big auras, while the second one, being thinner, is perfect for traps in particular. If you have strong defenses and in particular good area of effect-based defenses, you can set up your defenses just before the crystal after the 2 lanes merge to cover both at the same place. It is a risky bet to make, but it can be very rewarding and more easy to monitor, as you can repair and upgrade all your defenses in one spot instead of having to check 2 lanes. The middle lane is by far the easiest to defend, as it is particularly long compared to the others, with most of the lane offering huge line of sight for your defenses. First, the lane features a long turn in a U shape next to the left lane. After that turn, a long and very wide straight line leads to the merging point with the right lane from before. The big turn being very wide, it is a great place for auras but not for traps, as enemies can walk right next to them. The last part of the lane is particularly well suited for defenses both short and long range. Again, stalls on the side create good places to put towers, and the left side of the lane offers a clear line of sight for longer range towers. Just like before, you can decide to defend at the choke point where the 2 lanes merge if you feel you can handle it. Lastly, the left lane is the trickiest to defend. The first specific aspect of this lane is that it has a sub-objective to protect. If you lose the sub-objective, you don't lose the game, but instead, a new lane is opened for you to defend. We will go back to this optional lane later. The lane overall is a long straight line with a sub-objective located halfway through it. At the end of the straight line, a long ramp turns towards the crystal at the opposite side of the 2 other lanes. A small upper position at the start of the lane can help you set up some range defenses. In addition, the first part of the lane is rather thin, allowing you to build both auras and traps if you want. So you have to decide whether you want to protect the sub-objective or sacrifice it. If you choose to sacrifice it, you will have a much easier time defending the lane, since putting your defenses at the end of the straight line gives you a much better time to kill the enemies. But, by doing so, you open up a new lane to defend. This lane is located very close to the crystal, in between the middle and the left lane. It features only a short turn and stairs directly leading to the crystal. You need to have very powerful defenses and good walls to contain it, or you can quickly get overwhelmed by it. If you can handle it though, it is often recommended to sacrifice the sub-objective and let this lane open. Keep in mind that this lane opens only at the beginning of the next wave after the sub-objective gets destroyed. So, if you intentionally sacrifice it, it will only happen on the second wave, letting you the opportunity to spend your resources only on the 3 other lanes for the first wave. Overall, the map is not difficult to defend thanks to all the lanes being next to each other and line of sights being clear most of the time. Just be aware of the threat of the sub-objective and don't risk too much on trying to defend at choke points. If you can handle it, and you should be just fine. The Incursion version of the map is called Power Surge and features a very unique gimmick. Even though the map stays the same in terms of lanes and objectives to defend, the gameplay rules are greatly changed. First, the chests contain a lot more crystals than usual for you to build your defenses, and enemies tend to also drop a lot more crystals. The twist in terms of gameplay is that all your defenses automatically explode 35 seconds after you place them. To compensate that, all your defenses are severely boosted in terms of damage, attack speed and attack range, and you build and upgrade them instantly. To succeed this map, you need to be very quick and reactive to what is happening. The best tactic is to build a few defenses on each lane in a fixed rhythm, so you know roughly when they will disappear and are ready to place them. Don't build too much or you will run out of crystals. Heroes with ranged defenses hitting a lot of enemies are the most practical to use in this map. In particular, the Squire and its Ballista Tower is the most comfortable choice to tackle this map. If you have issues dealing with this Incursion map, try it out with friends. Being at least 3 makes it much easier as each player can focus on one lane only, making the map way less stressing to deal with. And that's it for today's video. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave comments in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more Dungeon Defenders 2 content. Goodbye and have a very good day.